Welcome back. December 26th is fast approaching, and we are still uncertain about the presentation of Sting 2016. But what we do know is that the promoter is having serious challenges. On one hand, with sponsorship support, and on the other, contracting dancehall heavy hitters. Never before in the 30-odd-year-old history of Sting have we entered December not knowing who or what Sting is about. Our guest in this segment, like most supporters of dancehall, is scared of the real prospect of no Sting. She's Dr. Sonjah Stanley Niaah, a.k.a. the Culture Doctor, right now, right here on our stage.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, so good. So nice to have you. Why is it so important to you to voice your concern about what's going on with Sting this year?
You know, Winford, when you think about dancehall 30 years ago, 20 years ago, in December, you would have seen 30 different stage shows, sometimes 19. Now we're down to perhaps 3.
Yes.
And when you think about how Kingston's entertainment culture, the entertainment calendar for Kingston, for Jamaica, as a matter of fact. When you think about December, coming from the days of slavery, there were celebrations at Christmas. These stage shows are a natural outgrowth of our celebrations at Christmas time. But there's a real jeopardy. There's real jeopardy in terms of, one, the support for dancehall, and unfortunately, in some cases, corporate Jamaica has seen it fit to sanitize the aspects of dancehall that they consume, leading in some instances to what is now a prostituting relationship as far as I'm concerned. That they take what they want, they take the portions that they want, but when it comes the time for sponsorship, there are all kinds of concerns. And we know what some of those concerns are, but we have to make a decision. Public-private partnership is important for sustaining what is Jamaica's entertainment culture. We are the country.
So that's a part of it that they're not playing to. They're not supporting the sustenance of these things.
Absolutely, because in the long run, what is jeopardized is an entertainment culture that is built upon the sound system, the stage shows like Sting, and we must understand that Kingston was just declared a creative city for music. In fact, in this period, we are celebrating with RJR, Kingston Music Week. We launch the fact that Kingston has been designated a creative city on December 4, the waterfront. These are just parts and parcel of a larger agenda, certainly founded on the fact that Jamaica has given the world, depending on who you're talking to, 7 or 8 different genres of music in the latter half of the 20th century.
But isn't it because of the economic recession in 2008 that so many events fell apart?
Absolutely.
And we lost them.
The economic recession is a part of it.
And some will say there is now a resurgence of new ones. Some are not going back to what it was, but are looking at what the space is asking for now.
And there is a diversification in terms of that product. So spaces like Nanook, you know, there are certain kinds of shows that happen there. We know about Wiki Wacky Festival.
These smaller events.
Yes,
right.
There's a diversification of the entertainment product. But when you think about a Sting, which has been the university of dancehall, many an artist has, you know, been able to cut their careers, shape their profession on that stage. One of the things I would like to see, for example, is a transformation of Sting, the show, to be that stage where artists can actually perform for more than 20 minutes. And so we don't end up booking so many artists on a show, but that we really perfect how it is we allow the artists to develop their craft in terms of a show.
Okay, so that would be presenting the very best.
Absolutely, presenting the very best.
And
of course, giving the young ones, because this is a business of apprenticeship.
Give them a chance, but let them aspire to be among that top tier, that top shelf.
Absolutely, because that's what we're needing now to showcase to the world and to actually bridge the gap between the people who are the sponsors and those who are the promoters.
So your appeal is to who?
My appeal is to government. Government facilitates the entertainment product. There are quite a bit of things we're doing in terms of the Entertainment Advisory Board. looking at legislation. So yes, government has a role to play. The Noise Abatement Act, when we think about noise abatement, we ought to think about sound regulation, because this is not really about noise, it's about promoting a night economy. When you go to countries like Australia, there is a developed sense, persons in charge of regulating this night economy. And I'm also appealing to people who are sponsors. Put your money where your mouth is, because this product, if we don't support it, Jamaica is no longer going to be the capital of reggae or dancehall. And I've been warning people about that. When you want to go to shows, it's in Europe, it's in the United States, California, and so on. We have to invest in us. And I've been telling people in the music business, there's nobody from outside of Jamaica who's going to come and save you.
Yes.
We have to be the investors in our own product. And that requires public-private partnership. You think about things like Reggae University as part of Rotterdam Sunsplash. We don't even have a daytime calendar for our reggae events. We've not conceived of it. In fact, Rebel Salute last year did this, and there was conversation about, cannabis and marijuana and so on, and medical marijuana, so that there was a daytime, calendar for that event. That's the direction we need to move into. And it's part of the diversification of that dancehall product, the reggae product, that we have to offer the world. And it requires sort of going back into conceptualizing what it is we want to offer, because we are the pulse. This is where the soul of the music lies. Yes. If we don't take charge of that, it's going to be that other people take charge of it for us, and that would be very sad.
So regardless of who the promoter is, of anything, we must look at the product and say, we want to save this, and move to save it. And then we make demands of the promoter.
Absolutely. We can go to any other country to figure out what those best practices are, but we must be able to invest in who we are as Jamaicans and to invest in what we have, in fact, given the world.
We hear you. Very clear. I hope others, our listeners, our viewers, especially those who can make a difference in government, in corporate Jamaica, they hear you too. I hope so. Doc, so nice to have you.
Always good,
well,
always good.
There you have her right here on stage, still to come.
Where the real Bounty Killer fans are now!
Bounty Killer weighs in on current hot topical affairs in dancehall and uses the opportunity to introduce a new foreign-based dancehaller.
Every day killing with trash, every day killing with trash.
And after one of the most sensational rises in reggae's history, Chronix is on our stage to update us on his career. All coming up right here on stage. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching our video. If you're not yet a subscriber, click now and be on stage. Always.